Say what is going on, guys? It is Bailey here with a gameplay by Josh. This is a Black Ops 2 gameplay actually from quite some time ago. He made a new gamer tag, so he's like only like level 9, so it's like the most terribly default class ever with ridiculously default streaks, but he gets all 3 streaks like 2 or 3 times, so it's still pretty good gameplay, much better than anything I would do. I'm in this game, but I don't even know why we've been playing Kill Confirmed. We never play Kill Confirmed, but for some reason we must have decided to play Kill Confirmed because maybe Josh needed to level up fast because he's like level 9 or something because of the new gamer tag. But anyways, we are talking about used games, trading in your games, if that's something that you guys do, because I got into a discussion the other day with a buddy of mine who now you got to understand the difference between me and him. I have like, I don't know, 150 games maybe over the course of all my consoles, which a lot of people are like, oh, that's a lot. But my buddy, he counted back in 2007 how many games he had, and it was over 1,000. Now he's guessing he's got over 2,000. Now he's got all like the classic consoles, and he does a lot of like the collecting stuff where he collects stuff from older consoles, you know, picks it up at a pawn shop, and then maybe he'll flip it somewhere else for more money. We used to actually have like a smaller game shop in town. Actually, we used to have quite a number of smaller game shops in town. Now all we have is a Gamestop. And at one of the smaller Gamestops, he actually had traded in some of his older stuff, which is a rarity because he hasn't traded in too much stuff. Anyways, he traded in like $300 worth of like older like Super Nintendo or original Nintendo gear, and he got like 300 bucks for it or something or so. But then the store actually closed a few months ago. He still had $120 in in-store credit he never got to use. And of course, you know, since it's a small shop, they're out of here. Then you can't go use the in-store credit anywhere else. They're just gonna pull out and they're gonna keep your money. It's gone. It's over. So he lost about, you know, 120 bucks or so because he didn't get to use the in-store credit. But just overall, he was telling me he doesn't trade in games. Like, not at all. And I know that a lot of people sit here and they think that, you know, you walk into GameStop and they'll give you like a nickel for a game. I'm not kidding. I saw someone walk into GameStop with a PS3 copy of Modern Warfare 2 and they offered to give him like 12 cents. The case is worth more than freaking 12 cents. So I just don't understand the fact that some games are worth so little. Now, I don't trade anything in a GameStop. I trade a lot of stuff in a Best Buy. So my example is the other day, I went in and I traded in Sunset Overdrive. I got like 34 bucks for Sunset Overdrive. I only paid 40 bucks for it at Best Buy, and then I traded in at Best Buy for 34. So I only really lost 6 bucks on Sunset Overdrive. And I also traded in Battlefield 4, which I paid like 20 bucks for on Amazon like a long time ago when it first came out. And I traded that in for 10 bucks, and it wasn't that I was getting rid of Battlefield 4. It was because I took the money, the 10 bucks from Battlefield 4 and the 34 from Sunset Overdrive, had 44 bucks, and I bought Battlefield 4 with the premium edition on the digital sale, and I also bought Titanfall Deluxe Edition on the digital sale. So I think that in that way, trading in used games is a great thing. I was able to get rid of 2 games that I don't play, even though one I was really buying again. I got rid of a game that I don't play and a game that, you know, I just want to get the premium on and get the full game out of it, you know. And I was able to do that and really just swap it evenly. But the problem that this also brings up is, like I said, I bought Titanfall Deluxe Edition. Now, some of you guys know that it's been a long time, but I had uploaded Titanfall gameplay before because I had Titanfall. This is my 3rd copy of Titanfall that I have owned. So what happened was I bought it on the 360 when the game came out, which of course was late because the 360 version of Titanfall kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Then when it finally came out, I bought it on launch day. I played it a little bit, and then I got my Xbox One. I was like, well, I'd rather have it on the Xbox One. So I went and I bought the Xbox One copy. So then I had a 360 copy and an Xbox One copy of Titanfall, both on disc. And I decided, hey, I don't really need my 360 copy. I don't play the 360 anymore. So I sold the 360 copy. I don't even know how much money I got for it. It's too confusing even to figure out at this point. And then, you know, just, you know, like a month or 2 ago, actually probably about 3 months ago, I decided, hey, I don't play Titanfall on my Xbox One anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. Now, I sold it. And I faced the problem that my friend has in the rarities that he does trade in stuff, is that I kind of missed the fact that I didn't have it, and I found myself wishing I had it. So then I had gotten rid of my 2 copies of Titanfall that I both owned, and ended up in the end just buying a digital copy of the game again. Now obviously I can't trade in the digital copy. I'm not a big fan of digital copies because I want to be able to trade in. So I do a lot of it. It's more on the Xbox 360. I didn't trade in as much, but on the Xbox One, when I can get 34 bucks for a game, like I said with Sunset Overdrive, I'm going to take that 34 bucks. I'm not going to have it sit on my shelf and, you know, collect dust because the game is, you know, like basically a single player game. And once you're done with the single player campaign, that's all there is to the game. The multiplayer on Overdrive is terrible. and I never even finished the campaign because it just really wasn't that appealing of a game to me, and maybe I shouldn't have bought it in the first place. But hey, I lost $6 on it. I can't complain in the end. But I want to know what you guys think of trading in games, selling games. Do you guys do it? And my buddy also brought up a good point that if GameStop would go out of business, game sales of a new game might go down. If GameStop just nationally and EB nationally, if both of those went out of business, there is a possibility that new games could be $50, $55. But I don't think that they could be $60 because the problem is people charge that much money. They charge the $60 because they have to get the money, and they're losing money for every used game sale. So if everybody was forced to buy every game new, and I know there'll be the small hobby shops that'll always continue if both of them would close. If everybody had to buy every game new, it's possible that regular prices on games could be cheaper. But guys, tell me what you think of those opinions, and tell me if you guys actually trade in stuff or if you guys just think it's just a big waste of time.